Hi, I'm Amy. This is House of Nash Eats, and today we are making Mexican horchata. Okay, so the first thing to know about this recipe is that it is pronounced horchata, not horchata. It's a silent H, so it's horchata. And one of the ingredients that I recommend you try to track down is Mexican cinnamon. So it's a little bit different from the kind of cinnamon that you typically see in the grocery store here. Mexican cinnamon is softer, it's not as harsh, and it grinds up really well. You can find it at Latin markets or order it online. If all you have is regular cinnamon sticks, that's fine. You can use them and a high-powered blender will grind them, but for really authentic flavor, you're going to try to track down some Mexican cinnamon. So to start out making our horchata, we're going to add our rice, which is 1 1/3 cups of rice, to a blender. And this is just regular long grain rice, and it's raw, it hasn't been cooked or anything. And then we're going to add our cinnamon sticks, and it's 2 cinnamon sticks. And then we're going to add 2 cups of water, so it's not all of this, we're gonna save some of it. Okay, and once we've got our rice and cinnamon sticks and water in the blender, you're gonna put the lid on and we need to blend it for about 1 minute to 2 minutes. We're really trying to break up those rice grains and allow them to like soak in the water to get like a nice rice milk and to break up the thinness. We're gonna do this for about 1 minute. Okay, and then we're gonna add the rest of the water and blend it again. And the reason you don't add all of the water right at the beginning is it's actually a little easier for the blender to blend that rice when the mixture's a bit thicker. If there's too much water, it just kind of swirls around. So we'll add the rest of the water. Okay, and then that's pretty much all there is to it. And you're going to do this the night before because this now needs to soak for 8 hours. That's going to allow the rice to like really soak into the water and create a nice rice flavored milk, like a rice milk that has this cinnamon flavor to it. So the next morning we're going to strain it. Once the rice and cinnamon has had a chance to soak for about 8 hours or overnight, then we're going to strain it through a fine mesh strainer. So we're gonna do this twice just to make sure there's no grit and we wanna get rid of any of that. So I'm going to pour it right into another bowl. So originally, horchata came from Spain by way of Africa, or I guess Africa by way of Spain. And it was made with tiger nuts, but when it came to Mexico, they started using rice, and now it's really commonly used. It's really common to make this using rice. So I'm making a Mexican version that uses rice as the base for the milky flavor instead of tiger nuts. But actually lots of different Latin American cultures have a version of horchata. Some use coconut milk, some use rum to flavor it. This is just the Mexican version that I'm most familiar with and that I enjoy when we go to taquerias and other places, but we like to make it for Cinco de Mayo and whenever we're doing Mexican night at our house. So now that I've strained this once, I'm going to strain it into the pitcher that I plan to serve it in. Okay, so you can discard any solid pieces of rice or cinnamon that are left from your strainer. Okay, I gave that a quick rinse and now it's time for the final strain. And we've got this nice milky liquid that's infused with the flavors of rice and cinnamon. And it's really, really wonderful. You'll find it's become really popular these days, especially at like ice cream shops, to make horchata flavored ice cream and other desserts and treats because it's such a good flavor and it's really unique with that like creaminess from the rice. Okay, but I like to boost the creaminess factor by adding a little bit of milk to mine. So I've got 1 cup of milk and that just like kind of amps up that creamy element to it. And then I've got some sugar to sweeten it. and I have a little bit of vanilla. If you have Mexican vanilla, I recommend using it. It has a slightly different flavor than other types of vanilla. But if all you have is regular vanilla, that's just fine. Go ahead and use that. Okay, then we're going to stir this up. And you want to stir until that sugar dissolves. And then we'll add ice, and it's ready to drink. Okay, so we've got our horchata all ready with ice, and it's nice and cold. And we're going to pour it into a couple of glasses with some ice. And then I like to grate a little bit of cinnamon right over the top of it just to garnish. Horchata is an agua frescas, which is a type of drink that's really common in Mexico, where it's made with water and it's sweetened, and then they use something to flavor it, like often flowers or seeds or cereal, something like that. So it's a really traditional type of refreshing light drink, and they're really, really wonderful. Okay, so let's pour this into a glass. Okay, and then I'm just going to grate a little bit of cinnamon right on top. So you can grate or just sprinkle some ground cinnamon on top, just a little bit for a garnish. And then your horchata is ready to try, so I'm gonna give it a taste. Okay, this is so delicious. It is creamy, lightly sweet. It's got a nice cinnamon flavor to it. It's a delicious drink that's perfect all summer long. It's great anytime you're doing Mexican night or Taco Tuesday. Make a batch of horchata. It can stay in the fridge for a couple of days, and it's delicious. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you guys love this horchata as much as we do, and you make it often. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments below what your favorite Mexican food is that you'd like to drink this with.